Happy New Year! It's 2025, and I'm excited to share more thoughts and ideas about leadership and anything related to having a better experience in our employment and work environments. For that purpose, I got myself a calendar with leadership quotes. So every day there is a different one. And today's is from Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, and the one who essentially reinvented the way we do shopping. He's saying, if you never want to be criticized, for goodness sake, don't do anything new. Now, what does he probably mean by that? When we innovate, we disrupt the status quo and we challenge the norms, we challenge the way we do things, any processes that are in place, and that often creates a resistance. And with resistance to change comes also quite often scrutiny. So if you're uncomfortable with either criticism or scrutiny or being challenged on your ideas for change, then stay away from doing something new. When you are courageous by putting yourself out there and sharing new ideas for aiming to disrupt things, you do expose yourself. You actually practice vulnerability because, again, you put yourself out there. And when we do that, we will be criticized. It can be constructive criticism. It can be also very brutal and very mean. So when we practice that, we build resilience and we are more capable of navigating any kind of criticism. But it also allows us to then challenge others to experiment with something new, something that has never been done before. When we let our fear for criticism stifle our ideas and the sense of innovation, we can actually really discourage progress to happen. And that has a negative impact on the entire organization, on your team, because you're essentially role modeling that growth is not good and not healthy. It can also impact the business because only when we have bold ideas and we're willing to experiment with them and maybe even experiment with failing forward, we can become or remain relevant, especially in a competitive atmosphere that nowadays exists more and more with all the technological advancement that we're making. It also shows that we're afraid of taking risk, and being risk averse often also stifles not just the innovation, but also the economic and financial status of a company. Because again, only when we innovate and when we're afraid to take that risk and to dream beyond what has already been established, can we foster change and remain relevant in that competition with others. But it also speaks to courageous leadership, right? It's the idea behind speaking up and daring to be different and challenging others to be different and to try different approaches, creative problem solving. Right? It encourages a growth mindset versus just stability. So I would say it's better to be courageous. It's better to be vulnerable and to put yourself out there and try something new and fail forward and learn from that and create that feedback loop and be that inspirational leader than just going for stability and never changing anything up and eventually just become one of many that does the same thing over and over. What are your thoughts?